नमस्कार. प्रुडंट मीडियाच्या गजाली या कार्यक्रमात तुमचे सगळ्यांचे स्वागत. आज आमच्यामध्ये एक स्पेशल गेस्ट असा. भारतीय हिंदी सिनेमात ह्या मनशान तराची कामां केल्या आणि आपले स्वतःचे नाव भारतीय हिंदी सिनेमात अजरामर करून दवरला. ते श्री अनुपम खेर आज आमच्यामध्ये असा. अनुपम जी, आपका स्वागत है. I want to ask you, was coming to acting was an accident or it was a very pre-planned journey?
You know, acting can never be pre-planned. You can only have desire. It comes from living in a small town. You see movies, and if you're from a lower middle class family, the only thing you can think is that dream one day that you will become somebody. I was not good at studies, I was not good at sports. So in my mind I thought I will be an actor. But I'm sure every second young boy or a girl in India wants to be an actor for the pure joy of being on the screen and being famous and having money. So I did some plays in the beginning which were like any college plays, school plays. But it's only when I saw an ad of Department of Drama in Chandigarh, Indian theatre, that I discovered that I can do a one-year course. So I ran away from my house for one day in the morning, stole about 100 rupees from my mother's temple so that I could pay for my bus ticket and come back, and auditioned there and came back in the evening. After 2 weeks I got a letter that I have been selected with a scholarship of 200 rupees for a one-year diploma in Department of Indian Theatre. But this was after graduation. But I was mesmerized to see there were books on theatre. There was literature on theatre. And so you can't call it accident. You can call it a desire, a dream. And I was fortunate that my dream came true of actually wanting to become. But after that I did a 3-year diploma course in acting from the National School of Drama. So I'll say that I'm a dreamer who did train as an actor. Went through my own problems of finding work in Bombay in 81, 82, 83, and then I got my first.
But any tradition of acting or
in my family?
Yeah.
No, far away. We were all parents, my father, grandfather, uncle, they were all government servants. No tradition, no sign of tradition in fact also.
But every such father, Anupamji, dreams that my son also should join government service and support the family. And when suddenly a son like you goes off the track, was there no objection?
My father was like a dream father. Oh. Yes, my father passed away last year, but you will not believe, from the 5th standard, that first play that I did, till the last film he saw, he had only one expression, and that was of pride. Even with my bad performances, he felt very happy. He was a clerk in the forest department. He had no plans. He was too busy making money for a family of 14 people, parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, etc. He was the only earning member. But he liked me being different from other people, and that was only by being in a play, etc., etc. He was my biggest fan. So there was no opposition at all. When he passed away and we opened his suitcase, there were all the cuttings of my old plays, my old items in his suitcase. So very rarely you have a father like that.
I know. Yeah. And then at your stint at National School of Drama, what was the thing which probably catapulted you into an actor?
The best part about acting is it has no syllabus. It has no limit. That's why people at the age of 80, 85 also act. And they still think that if you ask an 85-year-old actor how many roles are left of which you wanted to do, he will say 100. Because acting is about knowing people and then portraying them. So, National School of Drama gave me an unbelievable amount of treasure of learning. 3 years, morning till morning till night, you are breathing acting, you are breathing theatre, you are breathing art, you are watching plays, you are watching great movies. It goes into your bloodstream. And I am always very hungry for knowledge. I'm always, because I'm never happy, or I'm happy, I'm never satisfied with what I know. And fortunately, I'm in a profession where you never know sufficient things. Means if I'm sitting with you and tomorrow I have to portray you, I have got another person. So National School of Drama gave me a very solid grounding. Training gives you very solid grounding. It makes you, because when I came to Bombay on the 3rd June 1981, I had no place to stay. I was not the best looking man on earth. I had in fact started balding very badly. I was very thin, but I had the confidence of my training. So, and my grandfather used to say that if you want to achieve something, you just have to work hard and be honest. And I have till today never wanted to prove him wrong. So the training that I had in drama school and in department of theatre was my bond, was my stamp board that I just need one chance. And that chance came, and till today I feel that my training has been of great help. Also in drama school you read a lot. You see, the actors depend on observation, emotional memory, imagination, and also reading. Because when you read, your imagination is your own. When you see a film, it is director's interpretation of what he thinks. So I used to read, and I was fascinated, because till graduation I never read anything different. So I was fascinated to read Gorky, Lorca, Strindberg, Stanislavski, Bertolt Brecht, Arthur Miller, Tennessee Williams, Jayashankar Prasad, Mohan Rakesh, amazing material. So so that gives you a great confidence, a great richness that to become whatever you want to become.
Anupam ji, theatre is one field where your qualification in theatre, where your training in theatre is not a necessity for acting. Like you have in music, first before you perform you are asked who is your guru, आपका घराना क्या है. Dance में वही चलता है, sculpture में वही चलता है. Theatre is the only performing art which probably doesn't ask about your roots, or it doesn't ask about your qualifications. Do you think it's right, or should we slowly change it?
No, I think it's not important in the sense that you can either be bad actor, mediocre actor, or brilliant actor. So you need to choose. If you are a bad actor, you don't need a training, you don't need a gharana, you don't need anything, but you will be labeled as bad actor. Today, there is no time to learn on the job. You cannot learn on the job. You cannot say, okay, I did 10 plays, now I know how to act. So that's why training comes in handy. I always wanted to be brilliant. I always wanted to be, so for that one has to work harder. You can't stop anybody wanting to be an actor because he thinks that he looks like Shahid Kapoor or he looks like Shah Rukh Khan, and he can dance on their songs in television. He can show his family that, look, I can also do the same thing. And in singing, you come to know that it's bad singing because you go off sur, you go off tal. In acting, the knowledge of the family that my son is now acting, doing something, is too overwhelming for them to criticize the person. But today, in today's time, in the last 4 or 5 years, in the next, I think, generation, you cannot be an actor without training.
Oh, you believe that?
Yeah, I totally believe in. I have an acting school based on that only.
Yeah.
And as I said, that in my initial years when I was looking for work, what helped me was my knowledge that I know what I am doing. So there's this whole theory in today's time. Earlier it was okay. You can be born actor because the competition was less. the knowledge was less. There were musicals. If you could sing well, then that could compensate for your normal acting also. So we had audience had time of appreciation. Today, one audience is very impatient. Today, they have a remote control on television. You can be giving your best expressions. It's not holding. They will go to Jhalak Dikhla Ja.
Correct.
You see, but a formal training or a training in theatre, even in theatre, if suppose you are training somebody in a theatre institute, I'm sure you are unknowingly his guru. People like Prithviraj Kapoor, people like so many other Parsi theatre or Jatra or Tamasha, the people who were yesterday given awards, I'm sure they are heroes of today's generation. But it does help a lot if you are a trained actor.